Hey everyone, and welcome back to another TSW5 video. Today, we are taking a first look at Just Trains' recently released Class 86 Locomotive. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while because the 86 is my favourite train from the UK. So, yeah, let's see what's included with it. So, all we have, it currently only layers onto Preston to Carlisle. It does work with the Carlisle Carlisle Volume 4 military timetable. However, I don't know. Maybe Skyhook will have to update it. I don't know. We'll be in the normal timetable today. So, yeah, this is the Class 86. So we get some multiple versions. So we get BR Blue, 86, BR Blue, Normal, BR Blue, number 86233, Lawrence Olivier with the unique white over cab end roof areas, and then blue with driving van trailer jumper cables, which is what RCH stands for. Then we have InterCity 1 with the fully yellow cab end, InterCity 2 with like the black stripe. Then we have InterCity 1 with jumper cables, InterCity 2 with jumper cables, and then InterCity 3 with just like a black headcoat box, red buffer beams, and jumper cables. So yeah, we'll be InterCity 1 today, and we'll be doing Glasgow Central to Poole. Don't mind that I've already completed it. I'm recording the intro after the video. So yeah, let's... So yeah, let's get started. Hey, alright, so now we are at Carlisle in the Class 86. I have already had a look through it, because there was a budged recording before, but because of technical issues. But yeah, we are in 86248, so Clwyd, County of Clwyd, and I am terrible at Welsh pronunciation, so you're going to have to let that slide. So yeah, we're in the InterCity 1 with the DVT jumper cables. So yeah, Mark 2F Guards van, so we also get the Mark 2F coaches in Guards van, TSO, and FO versions. TSO for Tourist Standard Open, second class, and then FO for First Open, i.e. first class. And then there's a Guards van version, and all of those come with two separate painted versions, namely BR Blue and Grey, like that one, and BR InterCity, like this one. And then also we have, all the way down here, Mark 1 R&B Buffet Car, which is another new addition to TSW. Also, I have noticed an issue with the 86 with textures popping in and out, but hey, yeah, so let's start her up. So, master switch, forward, so yeah, there we go. Instrument lights to bright. There we go. So yeah, also the horn. You'll probably want to hear the horn. Oh hello, there's a 08 going through with what are those, sea cows, turbot? Anyway, so yeah, let's go have a look at the wagons. I know we're probably going to be late, but hey. Oh, not the wagons first, but let's get this thing set up. I am using lossless scaling. Where's that AWS acknowledgement button? There it is. Oh, also we have some machine room lights, fire alarm test, that kind of thing. So let's get the DSD on via the circuit breaker panel. Yeah, also fully walk-through motor room, engine room. Also, if you put a taillight on, those taillights literally disappear, which is pretty cool. Like in the 87. There goes 87 with some steel wagons. Oh, I forgot to show you the wagons here. So here is the interior of the guards Van. Well, yeah, guards van. Yeah, this is compatible with guard mode, by the way. Pretty nice, pretty standard. And then, let's have a look. There's a normal Mark II in this formation. Here's a Mark IIF. Normal. That's the interior. Then there, let's go have a look at... Are there any Mark IIFs that are... yeah. Are there any Mark IIFs that are first class? Because I do want to show that off. Yeah, so here's the Mark I buffet car. So here's the interior. Little buffet spot. Looks pretty decent. Don't know why those aren't loaded. It's probably because of my settings. Oh. Anyway. Oh no, I can't shut that off. Hang on. There's an 08 there. Nice. Oh, here we go. Here's the Mark IIF with the first class interior. There it is. So yeah, let's go back in the... Where's the door? I know we're a bit late, but hey. Oh. Next stop, Penrith. Then we have Oxenholme, Lancaster, Preston. So an all-stop service today. Come on, let me go. Sorry for coughing, I'm still recovering from tonsillitis over here. But I couldn't not try out the 87. I'll go to exterior view so you can hear the sounds of the motor going. Huh? Did the circuit breaker pop? Hang on, I can reset that. Reset overload. There we go. Sorry for the freeze, I was just checking to see that everything is recording properly, which it is. Next stop, Penrith. Oh no. There we go. Hopefully that's recording properly. There we go. Okay, it's working. No, it's not. What the hell? Okay, I think it's working properly. Finally. Alright, I think just after this bridge, we do have a neutral section. So, we'll have to be careful. There's a couple of 47s parked over there. Excuse me. Oh, there's a, what is that, a 40? Yeah, a class 40 with some Mark IIs on the back. Nice, don't see those too often. Right. Wow, you could hear that class 40 powering up even over here. Some cement wagons off to the left. Oh, we can get up to 75, but I think, yeah, there's the neutrals section sign, so I'll just keep it powered off for now. Yeah, there goes the power. Wait until the lights come back on. There we go, power's back on. Let's get moving. keep it moving. You do have to give the Class 86 more juice, as she is definitely more underpowered than the Class 87. There's an 87 coming in with a rake of Mark 3s. Yeah, it's basically uphill all the way from here up to Shap Summit. I don't think we'll get to Penrith on time, but hey, I'm driving the Class 86 for the first time. Give me a break. I love this thing. This is a really long formation we have today. Throw out the windows, I think you've heard enough of it. I forgot to run her up a bit more. Alright, notch 38, there we go. Oh boy. Move it down. Yeah, so basically what you get with this pack is the Class 86 the Class 86 Stroke 2 in the versions, with the versions that I pointed at in the intro, some with jumper cables, some without, some in InterCity, some in BR Blue. Then also you get the Mark IIF coaches in BR Blue and InterCity with the brake van / guards van TSO and FO versions. Then also you get what was it? You get something else. Then you also get the Mark I R&B buffet car in BR Blue or InterCity variants. And the gameplay included is for Preston, is for the West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle route, with no layers being present, with no 86s layering onto other routes at the time of recording. However, it sounds as though developers do have plans to layer it onto other routes, and also it's also compatible with Livery Designer, etc. So you can put it in like a Network Southeast livery if you really wanted to. That also there is something else. There conductor mode, and then also it is. The game says it is compatible with the Carlisle Volume 4 timetable, but I'm waiting for official Skyhook Games confirmation, so hopefully we'll get a update to the timetable that adds update to the Carlisle Volume 4 timetable so we can run the 86 and the military services side by side, which would be pretty cool. And also, yeah. So, and yeah, there are currently no plans to add the 86 in as AI on Preston on Blackpool branches. There are plans, but no timeline for that. And then there's also there might also be plans in the future to allow the Mark IIFs and other WCML Preston to Carlisle coaches to substitute onto Blackpool branches as well. But again, there's no timeline for that to release. I am doing a run with this run is, of course, with full safety systems online, of course. Fly past shot wide open. But it's just under 6 miles to run. Yeah. The reason you're seeing visual artifacts is because of lossless scaling, just for a better viewing experience. I love how if you have a look. Oh, hello. That's a mail train. There is one normal Mark II hidden in here, which is a bit weird, mind you, but there you go. Oh man, the 86 is just such a good locomotive. I'm honestly, like, lost for words about how good this is, because I've been waiting for the 86 for so long to release, and I just think it's such a cool locomotive. I've been waiting for it to release ever since Preston to Carlisle got released, and also, yeah, I'm just so glad that they finally decided to release it for us. Oh, I did not mean to put it into off. That's my bad. 2 miles to Penrith anyway, so it's not as if that matters. I have noticed decreased performance with the Class 86, so hopefully that hopefully that gets fixed. Excuse me. Penrith. Ramming on the brakes at the last second. Also, there are other third parties besides Just Trains that did work on this add-on. A lot of the sounds were provided by the one and only Armstrong Powerhouse. Come on. While the scenarios were done by Simtrack Studios, and the 3D nameplates were done by Matthew Wilson. I do like the Mark IIF brake fans because I like mixed passenger and luggage and guard space, which is pretty cool, I think. Welcome to Penrith, everybody. Oh. Pressing Y to open the doors also opens the luggage doors. That's pretty cool. I do like the Mark 1 R&B. So cool. Alright, we had a guard buzzer. It can actually alternate between a whistle and a buzzer. Guard. Next stop, Oxenholme in 25 miles. Come on, buddy, let's get moving. Sorry if I'm not too talkative, but this cough really is nasty. Did it? Wait a minute. I don't think I activated the. I think I have to activate this, don't I? Huh? Okay, I think all headlights are on. There we go. That's 30 miles an hour, crossing over the M6 motorway. Yeah, we are going to start seeing a lack of power as we start heading up the hill toward Shep Summit. There we go, we're at full power. Oh, 80 limit coming up. Yeah, we're definitely struggling to gain speed heading up here. "21 miles to Oxenholme." Running down. There's another 86 with a rake of Mark IIs. Oh, I just put it off. Oops. Oh, I did not mean to put cap on. Lol. Also, just as a reminder, I am using third rails to track my train, so if you want to go check that out and see what services I've been doing, there is a link down in the description. It's not sponsored or anything. I just think it's a cool program. If you have TSW on Steam and or Train Sim Classic, I can highly recommend it. Sorry if I sound a bit stuffed because my nose is blocked. There's someone else in third rails running 1074 Euston to Stranraer and I think he might be doing guard mode. This is probably my favorite service to run in TSW now. Sorry, the opposite of this service. Preston to Carlisle, all stops. So we're stopping at Lancaster, Oxenholme, Penrith. Passing that one CR74 guy now. Oh, I meant to hit the run up button on the power controller. Clear up to 90 miles an hour. Coming up on Town. Alright, there's Hardendale Quarry off to our left. There is one shunting service you can do there if you have the Tees Valley line. With the Class 08. Unusually, the Hardendale Quarry sidings, at least part of it, is actually electrified for some reason. Coming up on Shap Summit. I keep coughing, I hate it. I've been sick for almost a week and a half now, I hate it. Here's Shap Summit. So I better start. I'll start running her down. Switch it off now. Wait a minute, why are my luggage doors still open? That's a bug and a half. There's a sign. I need to close these doors because that is highly dangerous. There we go. Alright, it's downhill all the way from here basically to Hest Bank. The locomotive brake seems to be doing the job pretty nicely. Actually, never mind. I think we have a few too many coaches. The Class 86's brakes seem to be underpowered. There's the M6 just over the crest of that hill to our left. We basically parallel the M6 motorway for the entire Preston to Carlisle section of line. Next, the next Loco DLC that JT needs to do for this route is a APT. That would be so cool if we could get an APT in TSW. Like, the one in TS Classic is already pretty decent, but I'd love to see one in TSW. Okay, lots of scaling is working. Neutral section coming up, but we've already got the power control turned off, so that doesn't matter. Just crossed over the M6. T-brake loop. Absolutely zooming. Sorry if my voice sounds weird and really congested at the moment. 10 miles to Oxenholme? Well, the straight line, so it's probably further than that. This is my favourite part of the route. My favourite place to train spot and test bank bed in terms of scenery, this is my favourite part of the route. Like, the scenery, the Lake District scenery is just like, chef's kiss. The runner up. Oh, I think I gotta do a reset. There we go. The reason I canned the first recording is, well, what was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. Lossless scaling was playing up. Yeah, it was just all around bad. Sorry for the freezes there, I'm just checking to see if lossless scaling is doing the job it's supposed to be doing. Oh, I meant to hit F1, but I accidentally hit escape instead. It was a while ago that I last did a Preston to Carlisle to Preston run, but I think the last time I did it was in my last live stream, and I was doing a Carlisle Volume 4 service, where I was limited to 60 miles an hour because of the wagons. Alright, we've diverged off of the M6 for now. No, zoom out! Oh, my mouse has just about had it, just as like every other piece of tech in my collection. Ugh. Yeah. 5 miles to Oxenholme. just wish someone could make a timetable for this route with the like a modern day timetable with like a pendolinos, like with but they'd be limited to 110 now. I can imagine being able to do 125 on this line. That'd be awesome, dude. Passing another train in third rails. I can't shake this cough and it's driving me insane. .6 miles to Oxenholme. Miles to go. This is going to be a challenge getting into Oxenholme because I'll be braking downhill. So we'll have to be careful. Let's try the wiper. I think it does have variable speeds. Yeah, it does have variable speeds. Nice. Hang on. I think I spied the opportunity for a decent photograph. Ooh. That's a good looking view. That is a very good view. Glad I caught that. Oh, come on, get you lined up. There we go. Right now, there are no less than 4 people, including myself, on Preston to Carlisle in third rails in the Class 86, which is crazy. Oh boy, let's get the brakes going. Yeah, we're already late, but we had a look around the train. Windermere branch coming in from our right. The track has been laid for the Windermere branch and the Haitian branch from Morecambe, however, there are no plans to add them anytime soon. I think it's just future-proofing that they laid the track. Pulling into Oxenholme. Oh, I did not mean to put it into emergency, that's my bad. Start the brakes recharging. Putting the brakes into overcharge mode. Next stop, Lancaster in 18 miles. Hang on, let's do this shot from exterior view. I don't get why most of the formation are Mark IIFs, and yet there's one normal Mark II hidden in the formation. It seems a bit odd. Beads. Yeah, the sounds do change when you open the windows, which is nice. I do love the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds. That was one of the, if you remember, that was one of the saving graces of the Midland Main Line. The the VP185 powered HST for the Midland Main Line has Armstrong Powerhouse sounds, and it sounds, just beautiful. Can't shake this cough, and it's driving me insane. I keep having to mute my mic. Oh, is that a neutral section? Either that or I just blew up my yeah, I think that must have been a neutral section. I never could get neutral sections right. Ugh. At least we're still accelerating because we're, even without the power. We're at full power. Lancaster clear out to 100. There's another 86. I think that was mostly normal Mark IIs with a few Mark IIFs right in. Passing over the A590. $14 miles to Lancaster. This is my favorite. You can't believe how happy I am at the moment. Like, driving my favorite train, my favorite UK train, on my favorite route, with my favorite version, with the best coaches for it. Like, I'm literally living in train heaven right now. But you wouldn't know it because I'm coughing all the time, and I'm feeling. Is it possible to feel extremely happy and miserable at the same time? Well, that's what I'm feeling like. Ah. $12 miles to Lancaster. How much further to Carlisle? A couple miles. Oh, we're losing speed because we've leveled out. Hang on. Let me just run around real quick. Nope. I hit the reverse or forward button instead of... Ugh. Tell me, everyone put in a comment what you think about the Class 86, because I think it's absolutely superb. I think they've knocked it out of the park again. Well, they being just trains. Worth every penny I spent. Eight and a half miles to Lancaster. 6.5 miles to run. Starting to come into the suburbs of Carnforth. I do like puttering around the Carnforth Steam Museum on this route. Carnforth! A lot of train spotters like to be down on the left. There's the Carnforth Steam Museum. There is a Class 45 noise over there off of Northern Transpennine. Don't see those too often on Just Trains routes. I didn't mean to switch it to off. There's the Class 101, 4-car. Well, technically two-car 101s back to back. One of the things that really baffled me about Preston to Carlisle is JT included an updated version, included both the 2-car and 3-car versions of the Class 101, but they could have just included the 2-car 101, because the 3-car literally only gets, what, 6 playable services in the entire timetable? It's a bit nuts, really, how lack of playable services it has. Sorry for the freeze, just checking to see if loss of scaling is still working. Oh no, crap, loss of scaling isn't working. There we go. Goodness gracious. Getting loss of scaling at OBS and TSW and third rails to all work together at the same time is so annoying. Can be so annoying sometimes. Passing Hess Bank, my favorite place to trade spot in TSW. No, this is the only part of the West Coast Main Line where you can actually see the sea, and it's gone like 2 seconds later. Oh, we have the classic bug where we get a red signal coming into the Lancaster. Oh. Hit a neutral section. Slowing down. There's the Morecambe branch coming in. You can't drive that in this route. Ooh! Double header GMPT Pacer. Nice. Goodness gracious. There's the red signal. Come on. Okay, signal yellow. Let's go. I overload. I think there's an over. I think I tripped an overload. There we go. Overload reset. There we go. Oh no. Ah! Oh, I just tripped another overload. I'm so good. Oops. Yeah, I literally just tripped another overload, I think. I ran her up too far and got into the red. Though, to be fair, that's one of the only times I've done that with the 86 or the 87. Alright, Lancaster. Yeah, we're 2 minutes late. Ouch. I do love the 86. I like the 87, but I do, but 1,000,000% would prefer the 86. She is such a good locomotive. Like, ooh, there goes a 87 heading through with a Raken Mark IIIs. Probably one of the services that goes straight through. Alright. Load him up quickly. Alright, we do have a red signal, so we might have to wait for another train to come through from behind. Let's have a look at as far north as Hess Bank. There doesn't seem to be any. Green signal. Let's wait for the brakes to... Oh, I should probably not roll backwards. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, next and final stop of the day is Preston in 21 miles. Let's go. Ah, getting dangerously close to the red. Ah. What a beautiful locomotive. I got this knowing Just Trains would do a superb job, but this is like mind-blowingly good. It blows the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 86 Enhancement Pack, just straight out of the water. But hey, that's for TS Classic, and that TS Classic is a 15-year-old game. So come on. Get out of the 10 zone. Okay, let's go. We're clear out to 75. Ooh, that was very close to the red, that was. I keep hitting the reverse or forward button instead of the accelerate button. My goodness, you could on this Grady, you could definitely tell the 86 is a slow performer. Holy. One thing that you could do to make your life even more of a pain is actually isolate the traction motors via the circuit breaker pedal. So if you really wanted to make your life absolutely hellish, then you could. We are now at full power, and is there a train approaching? No, I don't think there is. No, there isn't. TSW5 with steel wagons. "16 miles to Preston." Passing under the Hampson Green interchange of the M6. Passing just past Bay Horse. 15 miles to go. Absolutely zooming. One thing I do like about all these old tap changer, oh my goodness, locomotives, that was a swerve and a half. One thing I do like about these old tap changer locomotives is you can get the throttle very precisely, very precise, so you can keep to your speed very nicely. "12 miles to Preston." Oh, and that's a neutral section. Oops. I always forget that there are neutral sections. Ah. Just as a precautionary measure. There we go. 8.5 miles to Preston. Passing by Billsborough and Duncombe. Six miles to go. Speed limit starts going down in a minute. Passing under the M55 motorway. Two and a half miles to run. Onto the brakes. 2 miles to go. Right, we've got clear signals all the way into Preston. Double yellow. .9 miles to go. As we go over the A583. There's St. Walburg's Church on the right. There's a GMPT Pacer parked off to the right. Well, what a journey this has been. Single yellow. I think DSD and AWS just went off at the same time. Never had that before. Alright, 700 yards to go. What is this service? What Oscar 11 Glasgow Central to Poole. Wow, we are coming in hot. Holy. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Oh, I think we're stopping early. Right, unlocking doors. Oh. Yeah, stopped a tad early there. There we go. So yeah, that is my first look at the Class 86, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And I am seriously impressed with this locomotive. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this is the best. Like, every time Just Trades makes something new, they better themselves, and like this is just another example of that. Alright, so yeah, there we go, platinum medal. 5,400 points for using the safety systems, no major speeding points. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.